Well, I am a pushy parent. I have a college senior and a college freshman. And I know that when my student hasn't been able to accomplish what they want and they're calling me, they've probably interrupted me from a meeting or my day, even though I love hearing from them. And so if I'm taking time to call the school, it's pretty important. So when I get a pushy parent on the phone, the first thing I want to do is put myself in their place and understand that they're probably in a similar situation. There's a good chance they don't know what they're talking about, that their student just asked them to call. There's a really high chance that they're a first generation parent themselves or the student, and they may not know how our processes work. So I, as always, listen for understanding. Fairly early in the call, I identify myself as a parent just to say, I get it. I get that you're calling and you're trying to find out what's going on. I have to bring up FERPA, and what I say is if you're going to ask information about the student's personal information, make the question generic so that I can answer your question. So I listen to what it is that they're trying to accomplish. I recognize that they're frustrated. I never talk down to them. And I listen for possible solutions. I always make sure that as I'm going through the process that I gently remind them that their student is in an adult environment, a college environment, and that it's always best to involve the student in the conversation as much as possible. And so I offer to call the student. I always follow up the conversations with an email to the student so they know that I talked to the parent. But when you're dealing with pushy parents, again, they're probably scared, they're pressed for time, it could have something to do with money. And the most important thing to do is just acknowledge them, relate to their concerns and their needs, watch out for FERPA, and make sure that you involve the student and follow through so that the next time, hopefully, it will be the student calling or the student self serving.